Welcome, AfterBuzzers. We are so excited because we are talking the premiere episode of The Passage, the new horror series on Fox. It is going to be vampires, blood sucking it all the way, and it's going to be a great panel of fun, cool people. So get ready. Let's go.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to
Lock my mic over.
We have to run away when there's some blood-sucking creatures around.
Yeah, that should be your go-to.
That is always the go-to. It is so much fun watching this premiere episode. It had me on the edge of my seat. And it was really cool because we saw a bunch of familiar faces. So it was lots and lots of fun seeing this new show. Now, The Passage premiere is called The Pilot. And we are going to be talking about Amy being street smart. We're going to be talking about vampires, or should we call them bloodsuckers? And of course, we're going to be talking about running away. Now, let me introduce my panel. To my right is
Jackie Ray.
And over here, you know, it's your girl, Shawna. Oh, hey, I'm glad to be back, y'all.
And it's your boy, Tenere Williams, holding it down.
We are holding it down. Now, what was your thought about the pilot episode of The Passage?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I think we all kind of had that same moment of like, are we really running to danger? Is that how we starting this? Run away. Right. But all in all, I loved it. I thought it was good.
Same. I totally enjoyed it. I love the cast. It's really star-studded, if you ask me, especially my shero, Amy. Aww. I love her. She's so amazing. She's been in American Horror Story, Fences, and Hidden Figures. So she's really like up there.
Doing
and we already know about Brad cute self.
Wow.
So I totally enjoyed this entire show.
Well, I definitely enjoyed it. First of all, I mean, it just drew me in because, you know, sometimes when you watch a show, you're like, man, if this first episode doesn't get me or they don't get me in the first couple minutes, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
But this one, you were like, man, they got you right away with the vampires, the chasing, you know, just everything. So I was definitely drawn in. Love the writing, love the casting. So I'm excited.
Love the cast. It's so diverse. The story is so fun. What can I say? I can never get enough vampires.
Me either. I love vampires.
Me too. I just don't want them to come to me.
But really, like if you ended up like these vampires, bad. But if you ended up like a daywalker, like if you were Blade, I'd be all about being Blade.
So she needs
doesn't
to
wanna
be
be
experimented on, people. If
No, not this virus. No.
Now, I fell in love with Amy. She's such a cutie. I'm so happy that we're saving the black girl. Yes, I said it. What did you guys think about Amy and Brad?
Well, first of all, love that relationship. Couple things I noticed about this. I don't know if you out there in the internet world also. First of all, loved how she's like the street savvy kid, but she has the real black moments. You know, I mean, she's very sassy at times, talking back, but when stuff hits the fan and it's time to run, she's like, "Hey, let's get this. You know, stop talking, Mark Paul. Let's go. Let's go." And I was like, "See, that's a real black child right there."
Like, you're not talking fast enough.
No, I love that. I love the fact that she's so they have her as, you know, she's real quick. I want to see in terms of you know, how they're going to develop that and, you know, going on, but she's super smart, so you already know like, you know, there's going to be some stuff going down, but she still has that vulnerability of a kid. She's not too grown, you know, but she's got her moments. So and then the other part about with Mark Paul, I was like, first of all, he felt real comfortable around little like black folks. So I was like, did you grow up around South? You know, because I was like, Mark, when he was like having a moment with her and hugging all out, you know, I was like, okay, Mark Paul, like, you invited to the barbecue, you know, type thing.
I invited him to the barbecue when
y'all better stop that.
Right, yeah. But I invited him when he slammed dude's head on the thing. Like, if you touch the kid again, I'll shoot you in the face.
I think as a group, we're like, that was needed.
Yes,
that was needed.
He won me over at that point. That was when I said, you know what? I am a Brad Woolgast fan. Because when he hit that girl hard. He put all the way back like a pimp slap. I did not appreciate that. I had to take my headphones off for one moment.
She did.
But overall, their father-daughter relationship is immediately developed. I don't know what that is. I guess you meet some people and you just click right away.
Right.
And, you know, obviously what I wrote down is they speak the same language, which is loss.
Very true.
Yeah.
Good point.
So they connected right
Good point.
away.
I really love the small moments in it when he saw the little girl sneaking out of the foster home.
Oh, right.
And he's like, yeah, I ain't snitching on you, girl.
Right.
A little head start.
Yeah.
He never really ran after her. He walked. He was like, I don't want to do this. I don't feel comfortable with this.
Right.
And when the guy ran after him at the park in, where was this? Wasn't in Memphis, but it was someplace where some black dad, and the dad was like,
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you better leave that little girl alone.
And that's when he was like, the police have been called. We got a situation.
Right. He already knew.
that was really good. That was just like, I was like, yeah, you understand. This is not good optics. There's two grown white men abducting a little black girl.
Right.
What?
Right.
And by the way, she made sure to make it known.
Yeah, like,
I'm being abducted.
Yes.
I don't know these people.
Right.
They're not my adopted white
Right.
dads.
Right, yeah. I wasn't sure when he took that moment and he paused and he let her run away. I was like, okay, is this him being like, oh, I don't really want to chase after her? Or is this a Jason moment where you be running and Jason kind of just walks after you casually? He know he gonna catch you and you gonna get it. You know what I mean? I wasn't really sure. So when he slammed this dude's head on that, I was like, okay, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Because he keeps questioning, what do you want her for?
Yeah.
Right.
What's going on? He's like, is this a...
But the fact that he agreed to take a kid in the first place, I was like, ooh, I don't know.
He said
soldier.
it with strength too. He was just like, it's not a problem.
Not a problem.
And then as soon as he saw her, he was like, oh no, not this baby.
Right.
This is a straight up child.
Right.
This isn't
real
like
child.
17.
Right.
This is a child.
Yeah.
That was like, I was like, wow. And I love the fact that she's so street savvy because of her mother.
Right.
She still had the nurturing where she wanted an adult, but she still had to be street savvy and take care of herself. Did you all notice that when she was playing the little numbers game with the other kids who were a little bit more sheltered, and then she was at that restaurant, she's like, oh no, my mom works at night.
Right.
Yeah, that was really smooth. I noticed that. And then even just the smile. You guys, listen, I've been there before. Okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to give that smile, like, don't ask any further questions.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
And she did that. So
I liked when they were at the carnival and he went and got on the phone with his ex-wife, and that was her prime opportunity to run. But I think we even said she's not running. She can sense that he cares about her.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so turned around, there she was with her little unicorn, like, are you okay?
Right.
I thought that was really cute.
Right.
that was
Really
intuitive
cute.
of her too, to be like, are you okay? Because that means like I looked like I was winning a unicorn, but I was also paying attention to the fact that you're having an emotional conversation and give me the deets.
Right.
And I like the fact that that Brad really was so positively enforcing her, like when they were shooting the gun and she was like, oh, I can't do, and he's like, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Like,
And he
don't-
rejoiced.
Yeah, it was just one of those things, like he just kind of was hammering it like you can, and it's just I don't know, it was that definitely good.
I think
to
we've
see,
all had moments like that with our dad, though, right? Where you're like, Dad, I can't. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
And every 10-year-old girl wants a unicorn.
Right.
Now, I am fascinated by Dr. Tim, the very first one. When he ran up into that cave, what was up with that?
Into the cave.
Always to the danger.
Okay, so this is
The
what I
cave.
think is going on because, like, okay, I just ordered the book. Guys, I haven't read the trilogy, but I'm on it. I'm a quick reader, and I have it ordered. Okay, but I did read up a little bit, and he's searching for something, I think, for his wife who's sick. He wants to find a cure for everything, and I felt like, oh, that's a good intention behind it. But my granny used to always say, good intentions pave the way to hell. So I'm worried about Dr. Tim.
See, that's good information to know, because in that opening scene, you're just like, why are you running to the
Right.
the little boy just told you, no, don't, and he's like, let's go.
In a
check it out.
universal language, this
Right.
means run away, just so you know.
No matter what.
Here we go. That's in my head. That's what I was like,
never like,
here we go with this
how
dude.
are you?
He's not like, oh, come in.
Right.
When you see somebody locked up in a cage, you say, why are they locked up in a
Right.
cage? Not let him free.
Right.
Let him free.
Again, I was flashing back to just having like the true black. Like if that whole group had just been like all black folks, it would have been like, yeah, we don't need to be.
Passage
Like
have been over.
everybody would, it would have been like a
credits
2
would've
minute.
started rolling.
But wait,
Why are we in a cave anyway?
I'm not going to this cave.
Hey, it's dark in there. What you
Oh
mean?
my god, too funny.
but you gotta remember, there's always an adventurous one in the group.
There is
the
always.
one that's like,
is
no,
true.
we got this. We just need a flashlight. And then, but you,
And then that's when the four of us would be like, girl, you okay?
Right.
so they went into the cave. They found this creature, and it bites Dr. Tim. Now, I understood the relationship between Dr. Lear and Dr. Tim because he put his bare hands over his bloody neck to like stop the bleeding.
Right.
And I mean, there was towels around, like there was jackets around, there was shirts around. He could have used something else. I feel like he felt very close to him.
Right.
And we see later their relationship is actually really close. The way, I don't know if we can go into it right now, should we? The way that he was playing music for him. Like he's like, I want to get him back. I want to get him back. And he would go far for that guy.
So real quick, I know we've got you guys in the live chat, so thank you for that. Make sure you keep commenting.
Hey,
Ivan has clearly read the book because Ivan says
Hi, Ivan.
that it was actually Lear who's wife.
Oh yeah,
is
it was
sick.
Lear's. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know that.
See, we got those true fans out there.
Right.
They already
Read the
know.
book.
Dr.
Thank
Lear's
you.
wife.
See, Ivan, you'd be the one that I cheated off of, like, because I just read I would read the Cliff Notes in school. So now I'd be like, "What'd you get for numbers?"
Right.
Honestly, I know you, Ivan. And he knows like everything.
He knows everything. He watches a lot of TV.
You can be our 5th panelist.
There you go. Welcome,
As
Ivan.
long as you promise to be nice.
Right.
Now, Dr. Tim, anyone else noticing how he's getting in everybody's mind, even the people who have not exchanged blood with him? What do you guys think that means?
Man, I want to see how all this is going to play out. I mean, in terms of, like you said, invading people's dreams, and man, I don't know what to think of that yet. Like, I feel like he's going to like use that to his advantage somehow. I don't know if it's more like gonna be like a possession, or where it's like, oh, go do this, and people are gonna be like going out killing folks or whatever, or if he, like you said, overtakes their body. I don't know, but like you said, just the way that things are going down, and especially the way with the black guy. I forgot the prisoner who came in, and he was having. I was like, oh no, come on, bro, you about to, like he looked like you said, Dr. Tim was getting in there.
I think Anthony. Carter.
It reminds me of, I know this is like Marvel, and it reminds me of Terrigenesis. Like all of a sudden, now that he has this new blood, he can actually reach people through their dreams. And if you notice, other people can do it too.
Right.
So it must be a feature or something of this disease. This is the thing. The guy who said, oh, he's been in my dreams. He's been telling me he wants to go home and he wants to take me with him. He said it kind of eerily. He's like, he's been in, I mean, he talks to me all the time. So it could be a mind control thing. And the way that he laughed at the end, all with that sinister look on his face, blood all on his mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
I know it's evil.
And it's weird he's not talking to his best friend.
That's right.
And I think that's what I want, because I think there's a reason for that. I think that even though he's becoming this creature of some sort, he knows what's happening to him is not good. And so he's probably trying to save his friend from that to a certain extent, I would think.
Interesting. I see it a different way.
Okay.
I see it like he is trying not to let his friend know that he's dangerous. Because right now, his friend is just relying solely upon what he looks like, who he is, who he used to be to him. And he's just like, I want to bring my friend back. But if he start coming in his dreams and doing crazy stuff, he's going to be like, wait, something's really going on. And he may not be as eager to bring him out.
But the human nature is like, when we lose someone, sometimes you hear people say stuff like, oh, I see them everywhere, or they're in my dreams, or things of that nature. So he could literally manipulate that. He sees his friend playing music there for him, and he's grieving for him. He could manipulate this and be like, oh, but if you just let me out, if you just push he could, if he wanted to get out tomorrow, he could play this right.
Like, let's dance to that old rock song.
Right.
Let's play that old Luther Vandross dance with my father's song.
One thing I thought about also, what if the Dr. Lear, what if he has something where there's like maybe his friend is trying to get into his head? What if he can't? What if he has like some kind of power where the guy's like, for whatever reason, I can't get into your head, and maybe he doesn't know that he has it yet. I don't know.
Very interesting.
Now, I would call them vampires. If you suck blood, you can manipulate someone's mind.
You hang upside down.
I don't know if they can change their body, but I think they have some more powers that we haven't seen yet. What would you guys call the creatures?
Yeah, I would definitely go with vampires.
I'm going with vampires for 100 Alex.
But we said that, okay, this is a science-based show, and they said for science purposes, we cannot use the word vampire. So I would say bloodsuckers is nice.
Bloodsuckers.
You bloodsuckers. Because they all do suck blood. And
Well, she drank hers out of the
she
trough.
did.
Right.
Very unladylike.
She did.
And where is that blood cut? Like, where they get like that much
that's
where
what
it's
I
just
said.
like flowing down? Like,
Right?
is that,
And I can't figure out if it's human blood. Is it
Animal-
blood?
right.
Does it have to be human blood? Because do vampire, like...
They
do
prefer
Well, no,
human
in
blood.
Twilight they was doing
They
the
would eat
deers and
animals.
Yeah,
stuff.
they can
Yeah.
eat. They
Yeah.
can drink anything, but
that
they
was a
prefer
lot.
human
The way it
blood.
was. I mean, how much do they have to be doing? And that was just her. I mean, the other one's got to,
It's a lot,
like
yeah.
Right.
they got to be doing
They have
like some
quite a few
sacrificing.
Yeah, and you're adding more, and you're trying to go get little kids. Y'all doing a lot.
And mind you, they're adding bad people. We talked about this.
Right.
White supremacist lady, and then you got the woman who killed her two parents.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? Can we get somebody nice?
But see, that's the thing, though. Would you want somebody, like, if you just walking, oh, you're such a good person, you're giving to the homeless, let me infect you with this virus.
But they don't care.
But if you're already somewhat bad, it doesn't take you that much longer to sort of like go on to the other side.
Right.
I'm a basically nice person. I wouldn't kill people.
Right. Well, and like at the beginning, they said we need people who won't be missed.
Right.
Or, or for whatever reason.
We
so
know
like you
there's
said,
innocent people on death row.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going to go on and say it. There's
she's like,
innocent
I'm
people.
on my
there
soapbox.
is.
There really are.
But these ain't them.
There are many debates online, you guys, about the when we move over to the prisoner thing. We can talk about that, but there's many debates online whether prisoners should be tested on or not. Some people say yes, they have a liability to the government; they're property, and then other people say, okay, come on, seriously.
I mean, the way the Constitution is written, technically, if you're in prison, yes, you are,
because they consider it a vaccine. So, but yeah.
But that's a topic for another day. Anyway.
Right.
Now, what do you guys think about the experimentation on people, and where do you draw the limit at? Are you okay with experimenting on deadly, vicious criminals? Do you draw the line at innocent people or children?
Children are the most innocent. I think that's the bottom line right there. So children should not be involved, if you ask me. I feel like clinical trials and stuff like that, like if you want to go and sit and have someone show you some butterflies or something and you tell them what they look like, that's good. But sticking anything into anyone's body and all of that, changing their DNA and cloning them and things like that, on this show, I would say it's okay. But in real life, I don't want to see another me. I'm good. Yeah, so
I've always found this debate fascinating. I don't really have like a hard and fast opinion about it, but I do say this: you're not gonna find a cure if it's not human based. You know what I mean? You can inject monkeys and animals all you want, but at the end of the day, they're not human. So at some point, there needs to be a human trial, unless we just planning on not finding a cure.
These people need to consent. Consent is sexy.
There's consent. Yes.
Sign that paper that says, I want to be tested on, and then get tested. But other than that...
Yeah, no secret. Like,
but you see how they did the prisoner. They made him feel like it was a walk in the park. Oh, yeah, this is going to be great. You're going to get there.
Because Anthony was questioning it, and Doyle, who's a douche, immediately he was like, I don't like you. There's something about you. I don't trust you. And then, of course, our buddy explained, hey, everyone's having a really good time in Colorado. It's fun.
Right.
He goes, is there anyone that can vouch for that?
Right.
Yeah, I like that. See, that's that.
Let's
we
get to the
always
heart
go,
of the issue. Yeah.
Let me talk to so and so. Let me check your references because I don't believe you. Ivan said, what if the kid they're testing on though is a sociopath? Are we okay with it then? Dun, dun, dun.
I personally think Anthony may have been an innocent person, which is why he was questioning so much. Because you never know,
Right.
You never know nowadays.
Hopefully, maybe they'll reveal some more about his past.
What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys think that he's innocent? Do you guys think that children who are sociopaths should be tested on? Like, this is
if they're a sociopath.
Wow.
What did you think about their flashes with Anthony and when Dr. Fanning appeared to him and was telling him the steps and then it gets good? What do you think it gets good means?
I think it means you have this super strength, and that because when he first got infected, he said, I don't know what happened, but I feel amazing.
He did.
You know what I mean? And he said, I think it's like that first rush, that first high, and he's like, and now he's writing it, and clearly if he's learned how to jump into your mind, he's learning how to manipulate his powers. So he's getting stronger, although his external looks weaker. He's definitely getting stronger. So in a minute, he's like, yeah, this gonna be it. This gonna be the look.
Right.
It reminds me of Bird Box. I was telling him when he's like, you must see, it's like beautiful. You got, and he's like, come to the dark side. Oh, brother, when you see it, it's gonna be good. Why do everybody get on the dark side and think we need to be over there too? We did not cross, so no. I feel like he was late, and it's hard to say that because once you experience that, you don't want to fall back to sleep.
Right.
No.
Right.
And can we talk about the doctors? I got issues with Major Nicole Sykes.
I knew you would.
I got a little issue, but I like her though. I like her. She's a strong Black woman.
I mean, that's, you know, it was interesting when they came with the when what's his name, Clark. Yeah, when Clark asked, like, "Are you good with this? You know, like, can you make this?" And I was just like, man, that is like a, you know, the betterment of millions, you know, versus going after this, you know, this little girl. And I mean, in a TV show, you're like, girl, you better do this, you know. Say, but I mean, really, like, if you had that, you know, decision, and like you said, especially once you see, I feel like once she comes in contact with Amy, you know, if she gonna be like, and like you said, it'd be like, oh, it's a little Black girl, like she's like, you know,
that's
like,
the thing, she don't know. She doesn't know right now.
So it might be like, oh, like maybe guys, maybe we need to, you know, that'll be interesting. I think when that meeting, or when she comes across it, you know, how that's going to happen.
And she's not okay with it. She says, no, this is horrific.
Right.
But she has to save millions. You know what I mean?
Do it. Yeah,
Which
that's
is
a
weird
tough.
Because doctors take that oath to do no harm. So you just saying. So is the harm? Does it outweigh the harm? Does the harm outweigh the good? Like if I can save millions, but I have to do harm to one child.
It's honestly an age-old question,
right?
It really is.
Right.
Like because that means that child's life is less valuable than the other people,
or more valuable, because this is the life that saves all.
Y'all see these perspectives?
See what I mean?
That's why we're here. You're welcome.
And you have to think about it.
This is what you're in for.
Dr. Major Nicole Sykes did say that she researched and that the science proved that having a child do it would have less of the negative side effects. They've refined the vaccine on the criminals so they didn't care about. Right. And her relationship with Clark Richards.
I like.
Was
that not a surprise?
I felt the tension right away when he said, "Are you okay with this?" He already said he don't care about the kids, so we know you cold-hearted. So if you're caring about her, then she means something to you. Period.
I thought we was talking about the no words, let's just get it moment. That's not what we're talking about. Yet. That's what I thought.
She's
we were
like, can we really
can
just
we
get
talk
that?
about that for a minute? Because I really enjoyed that moment. Me too.
I think everybody did perk up a little bit when he was like, he was like, whoa, okay,
I said,
Clark.
first of all, he's already in there, so he has a key. The swirl is already happening,
right?
Swirling.
I mean, you doing all this small talk. That is not why you are here.
Man,
I don't want to talk about it. And he said, we don't have to.
We don't have to.
Wow,
and then a minute later, it was like
that
they were
was the sad part.
on the pillow,
at
like talking. I was like, dang.
So I think it lasted a little longer. Don't just go right to the end.
What we do have to talk about is AfterBuzz.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. So we're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be. You know why? Because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and check out your other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. And for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
We love y'all.
We're so excited you guys are here. But back to the doctors. The one doctor who wanted to immediately test on children when he was like, I have a solution. Right. I know what we can do.
No hesitation.
What do you guys think about him? He was just super like, I want to experiment on people.
Right.
Please.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know about his connection to humanity at all. Cause, because he was like, let's get him in here, shoot him up. We could, and you're like, wait a minute, man. Like, we are dealing
but it
with...
goes to show how when you're in that industry, I'm sure people just become like numbers. Like,
after a while,
Smith 101, Smith 102. It's just like, they just become numbers.
And how long have they been in this little bunker that they're in? Because Dr. Lear did say at one point it's cabin fever when the guy started mentioning. Wow. So how long are you in there? Because at some point you do detach and just be like, I've been down here for too long. Just bring me the next subject.
Right.
I'm trying to get out.
Exactly.
It
Find
looks
this
like
cure.
It's been at least a year.
Yeah.
Looking at how the Dr. Fanning looks. And how everyone else looks like they're a little bit more gray or a little bit more agatier. Mm-hmm. I think they've been in there for like a couple of years. I think they're just like ready to go because it's. And who the heck are they working for?
Us, apparently, trying to save our lives.
And he said it, the people we work for, you can't cross them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like the government. It doesn't sound like it sounds like one of those black groups
B613 kind of thing.
That work for the government and do all the things the government doesn't want to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't want to be traced.
Probable deniability group.
Right.
Yes. They sound like horrible, horrible people.
I agree.
Now we're going to do the special segment. I think tonight's special segment has to be who is the worst person deserving a punch in the face.
Boom. Just like
Wow.
Amy let us know what goes on.
It's a tough one.
I'm gonna go with Doyle just because I hate I'm sorry. The name for Doyle.
Right.
It just sounds like you are the type that slapped somebody in the face. Yes, you did. Doyle. Oh, I just know.
How do you look at a baby and be like, that looks like a Doyle?
Yeah, you're a Doyle. Doyle.
Right
You
there.
gonna grow up and slap babies, Doyle.
I would have been mad if I was him when Mark Paul put the sleeper on him, like waking up on a carnival
his
bathroom
hand.
would have just been like, oh man, what happened?
Did you peep
know?
his hand though?
I did. He got him
He's
good.
Like, I can't move.
Well, Mark he's like a killing machine there. I mean, he got him quick. It was like, I'm gone. I mean, Doyle's a good one. I also, I don't know. Maybe come back to me on that one.
He
'Cause
said,
I'm
"Come back to
thinking
me."
of it.
I'm gonna go for the bad guy we just mentioned, who over here detaching from human beings, Mr.
Ooh.
Dr. Kill Him right now.
Because they didn't say your name in the movie.
Because they did not say your name, so we gonna call you
the show,
Dr.
yeah.
Kill Him.
I got one. Okay, how about the foster mom? She was like, Amy, what did she call her? Didn't even call her the right name. You get your stuff.
She's like, it's Belafonte. Belford. That's what
Can
she
you pay
called
me?
it.
I don't get free food because I'm a nice. I was like, lady,
And then
if you
even
don't sit
Amy,
your behind.
go away with these men.
Right.
Okay, that doesn't even sound right, ma'am.
That's
Even Doyle was like,
Seriously?
Right.
Seriously?
Furthermore, she even, like, during this big fight with this girl to get her book back, she even told her, hey, get up and let's come in here, Amy, because you knew the girl was going to end up with the book. So she picked a side, and you don't pick a side with your kids now.
those are kids.
Yeah,
Those are
that's-
paychecks.
Those
this
are
is
rented
true.
kids for her. She's just trying to get a check.
Paychecks.
Yeah.
Paychecks.
We try to give people the benefit of the doubt, y'all.
Yeah.
Do we? Is that what we do
I'm
around
trying
here?
to think who I want to punch, and it's a tough choice, but I'm thinking it's going to be Clark Richards. Betrayal of his friend.
There we go.
Betrayal of his friend. While he was sleeping with Dr. Major Nicole Sykes, he was fantasizing about the white supremacist cow. No. No.
Wait, no, not
She's
the white
the one who
supremacist.
killed the two
Oh,
kids.
she was the killed two parents.
Oh, well,
And,
that's better.
I mean, she's not a
still a bad
supremacist.
girl.
I mean,
Oh, Babcock?
yeah.
Shawna
Yeah.
Babcock? Yeah.
Girl,
I
she
know.
got your
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently,
What do they think in the
The-
chat? Who do they think should go down?
Yeah, give
They-
us who the punches are, guys.
well, they haven't said anything. Well, somebody said R. Kelly should get punched in the face.
I always be punching her face.
Listen,
Always.
first of all,
Punch.
I need you guys to put some little fist emojis in this chat. I'm going to try to shout out whoever puts fist emojis. Also, let us know who you think should get punched from this episode. I need to know if y'all feel me about the Dr. Kill Him.
Dr. Kill
Foster
Everybody's name is
mother.
Pet. That's what Pet as in pet, like as in Pet Cemetery?
Really?
That's a horrible
his
name.
Well, you know what? He need to be pet with a
Foreshadowing.
punch because he should not be just. He was just so heartless. He's just like, yeah, get a kid.
Again.
I don't like him.
He was
had
almost
his
excited about
reason.
it. He was like, they have more neurons and all that. I was like, if you don't, what's wrong with
I
you?
got another vote for Doyle.
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 Who voted for Doyle?
Ivan did.
All right.
Ivan, you know.
You
know
guys
what's
don't
up.
let Ivan show you up in this chat. Somebody else say something.
Yeah. Don, what's his name? Don.
Maybe people might
Don
be scared.
Juan. Okay, Don Juan, I see you. He said R. Kelly.
Okay.
I always punch R. Kelly, always. And kick him in the nuts.
But if you need some kids,
No, don't
too
you
no.
much.
I
Here we go.
talked to her about that before. Goddamn.
No. Now, can we talk about tonight's news?
Oh, we got some music.
I'm feeling it.
Right.
Well, hello. It will be me, your girl, Shawna O, telling you guys about the news. And since today is the first episode, there is not much news, but I can say this. As we all know, The Passage is, readapted for TV from the novel series by Justin Cronin. And I just ordered it. I haven't read it, so I see that some people have. I'm very excited about it. It was actually meant to be a movie. They bought it all the way back in 2007 and tried for 12 years doing it, you guys.
Dang.
And so now they turned it into a TV show. So Fox crossing our fingers you're not going to get crazy with this. It's not a movie. Okay, so we hope it's good. Also, hey, quick question for you guys in the chat. And over here, are you guys dog people or cat people?
Dog.
Woof, woof.
Dog.
Meow. Everyone
Dang.
calls me Shawny Cat, so I'm definitely a cat person. And obviously, this cast are mainly dog people. Everyone has a dog. Mark Gosselaar just got a Jack Russell Terrier for Christmas for his family. Sanaya Sidney has a dog, a poodle or something that she just did some type of thingy that she just did a interview with. And I just love that they're dog people. It lets you know what kind of good people that they are. Furthermore, our two main characters are besties in real life. How cute is that?
Nice.
They said they connected on set and they have like these little inside jokes between each other, and he really believes in her and is really in awe of her as a little young lady. And I just love that. I think that they have a father-daughter relationship off screen. Why not?
Yeah.
Whatever's in the fantasy. I love the news. There's no gossip though.
And he can give her some advice because he's been working since he was a child.
Yes.
And he hasn't had any major drama. He's having a functional life. He's
That's what
married.
happened when you mind your business, y'all.
Yeah, Mark Ball's done well. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the way his
Very
career,
well.
like
Yes.
the roles that he's done, you'd be like, okay, like he's done a little
awesome.
comedy stuff, drama stuff, like.
This is his first foray into the horror sci-fi, so I'm very excited about it.
I'm excited about
And I have to say, did you see that physique? He has been
Aged
working
very well.
out the guns.
See you, Mark Paul.
That's what I was
Doing
hoping
those
for. I mean,
push-ups.
if you're going to tell somebody, let's not talk, tell Brad, let's not talk.
She's on the wrong side
I
right
know,
now.
right?
She'll
Yeah.
get- we're gonna
Y'all
cross
gonna
our
get used to
fingers.
this. Y'all gonna get used to it.
We're gonna cross our fingers that she gets over to Brad. I think
Yes.
we are shipping Brad and Dr.
Or maybe that'll be some good drama. Clark and
Yeah.
Brad maybe might come between. Maybe she'll.
You guys, was it me or did you guys feel tension when they first got together? And he's like, yeah, we've been knowing each other forever. And he's like, yeah, it's really good. It's
Yeah.
like, that was that like nice nasty.
Right.
Like when
know?
you see somebody that you kind of like, but don't be like, hey, girl, hey.
Right.
I think
Yeah,
that-
we know each other from high school.
Hopefully they maybe dive into that history. Like, why is there something happened? I don't
What did
know.
you guys think about Brad's ex-wife?
She's so beautiful. I'm in love. Like, she's so like smart and quick and still loves him, trying to give him an opportunity to break up her engagement.
Like, tell me, say no.
Which was the interesting, because like you said, when you first thing I heard when his ex-wife, like, oh, she's gonna be like either trying to come after him or be like,
Tell on
and it was
him.
very like, I'm trying to give you a chance. Like, I really want to get back, covering for him or looking out for him when he called. So I was like, oh, okay, she's
good.
that caught me off guard with the right, because I was thinking when he was like, oh, that's my ex-wife, I was like, here she goes, type
because
thing.
that's what you thought, but then you realize it's pain. Like whatever, however the daughter passed away, he was clearly there when it happened, and it's just pain. And I think that that's beautiful of her to tell him, I will tell you it's not your fault every day for as long as you need it. I was like, girl, yes, that's so beautiful.
Right.
They knew.
And she wants to move on and have a child, and he's stuck, but that's why he bonded so quickly with Amy.
Right.
I almost think she might be the age of his child
That's what I was thinking.
if his child hadn't passed away.
Because in the picture, they looked about the same age.
And it's been 3 years, and she looked like she was about 3 years younger than what Amy was, or maybe about the same age.
Now
Maybe
I
that's
wonder
why.
if that means that the mother, the ex-wife, is going to connect with Amy as well
That's
when
what I
they
think.
finally meet up, because we know they have to.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like family?
How does it
Right.
end, Ivan, in the book? Do they come together and
No,
become
don't-
family?
But we have to hear about predictions. What do you guys think will happen next week?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I'm thinking based on what we saw for the previews next week, maybe we see some kind of explanation of her powers or what because just that one scene where Brad and someone they were fighting and she like screamed or did something and the dude flew off and he was like, you did that. She was like, I did that. So it's like, oh, maybe she's discovering how she's gonna walk into whatever powers that she has. So I'm excited to see that.
I cannot wait, and I agree with that for sure, because I did see that preview as well. I think Project Noah is gonna move forward one little notch. Like they're gonna inject Amy, and we're gonna start seeing some effects. Like maybe they won't be so bad, but we will start to see maybe her eyes change or something, and ooh, that's gonna be scary. I think that Dr. Sykes is gonna discover Amy and start to feel like, big mistake. Now I need to be on the side of trying to help her get up out of here. So that may be an ally to Brad. Yeah, and then, I mean, let's be realistic. I really just want to ship the Brad and his ex-wife, Dr. Lila. So that's going to happen.
Yep.
He said, I love you.
He did. I don't know. I kind of think, and maybe it's just my me liking the horror vampire side of it. I think that the vampires are going to get out. Or the virals. I'm sorry, they're called the virals. I think they're going to get out. Ooh. I think they're going to infect. And I think that ultimately Amy's going to be like their leader and she's going to be the reason why we evolve and we can survive is because she's going to be our defense against them. So they're probably going to harness however the virus develops in her body to give us some defense against the virals. That's what I think.
So I think the virals escape. I think Amy and Brad are able to get out there because they've injected her and she's able to mutate the virus better than the older people do. And they're going to be out trying to escape. But I think the virals are going to be getting out. And when I say out, I mean out of the hotel and just amongst people. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, somebody's mind is going to get manipulated and he's going to be like,
unlock the door. So we're almost at the end of our first episode. How can everyone find you and what shows are you on AfterBuzz TV, everybody?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Tenere W. That's at TENEREW. What was your other question? Sorry.
What shows are you on AfterBuzz?
Oh, actually, right now this is the only one I'm doing right now.
Same over here. This is it for me right now. I'm your girl Shawna. Oh, you can find me all over social media that way. DSHAWNAO. See you guys next time.
And I'm Jackie Ray. You can follow me on all things social media at JRay the Fanatic. And Cherry and I will be back on Thursday doing Supernatural. And I will be here tomorrow doing Scientology, The Aftermath.
You can find me, Cherry_LA, on Twitter and Instagram. Tuesday nights, I'm at AfterBuzz TV for The Rookie. And Thursday, it's an all-girl panel for Supernatural Year 14. So excited that you guys could join us for the pilot episode of The Passage every Monday night at 9 p.m. Make sure you live tweet with us on 8 p.m. every Monday, and we will be buzzing you later. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like us, and don't forget to listen to our
podcast.
What?
Our podcast.
Don't forget to listen to our podcast and give it 5 stars.
5 stars.
That's right.
Buzz you later, everybody.
Bye. Listen to Tainted Love tonight.
Tainted.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.